here. How are you? It's Saturday here, Friday night for everybody in North America. And I wanted to come on and just share and say hello. The masterclass was so amazing. And some of you have joined it, but some of you haven't. I have sent you the recording. If you need the recording, I will pop it in the group. Or just let me know if you want to watch it. So I will pop it in if you comment below. But I just want to talk about a couple of things that I know is so good in this era of talking about weight. I was on a podcast the other day talking about, how stress affects our weight. So I thought I'd come on and just do a little training and coaching on this today, because it really is relevant in the process. So I've talked about a lot on the mindset side, right? So if you believe you can lose the weight, you will lose the weight. Of course, you have to take the actions though. We can't dream it, right? It needs to have a step that goes along with it. Sorry, I'm feeling really itchy on my face. And I will be doing another, I've got some great stuff coming on. So I'm coming up with another couple of I've got a couple of challenges coming up in another masterclass. And so I want to be giving you more understanding of what this looks like for you. Okay. So if you think, so I want to take you back to myself when I was in my 20s. I struggled for, as I've said many times, for 20 years with my weight. And all I did was think about weight. I stepped on the scale 3 times a day. It made me feel good when I saw the number I wanted to, and then not so good when I didn't see the number I wanted to. I would try my clothes on consistently through the day. I was trying them on. Oh, how do they feel? And I share this because I want you to understand the emotional stress that we are putting ourselves through when we're doing this. When we want something that badly, what we need to do is not do the thing that you want to do. We have to change the pattern. We have to change that habit. Okay. We have to let go of it and let go of the expectation. The expectation is what's holding you back as well. So I did that for so many years. It was just part of it. No wonder I couldn't. I was such a yo-yo dieter, right? Up and down, up and down. Let me know if you're the yo-yo dieter in the group. So write down, pop in the comments when you're watching this, if you're a yo-yo. Isn't that fun to say? I'm a yo-yo. And I did that for so long. And when you do that for so long, do you think that you can actually lose weight? Because I can tell you, you probably do not believe you can, because you can lose it, but you're not able to keep it off, right? This is why I did a masterclass on lasting weight loss, which is permanent weight loss. You can look at it in so many different ways. I called it sustainable lifestyle forever, right? It's about enjoying the process. It's about enjoying the journey. And the biggest thing about this part is that it's not easy. It's not easy at all when we want it so bad. So going back into my story, the reason I struggled for so long was because of many factors. I was told I was fat, so then I believed it. So then there was a thought in my brain that I am. I looked in the mirror and I saw it. I wouldn't eat, and then I felt it. It was this ongoing in so many areas. It was emotional. It was what I said to myself. There's so many layers of it, right? When we want something so badly. And it was also how the weight or the pressure I put on myself. Right. So when I'm talking about clients that are seeing that work with me, why they see all that change is because we work through these layers. We work through this embodiment to be able to be where we are right now. The embodiment is the inner work, right? It's knowing where you are right now and being and loving everything you are right now. We can't say I'm going to be happy when I lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 50 pounds. Then it becomes an expectation of where you are today and not enjoying your life today. and you then resist, you're resisting exactly what you want. Does that make sense? So what we persist, we resist. What we resist, we persist. So it's so complicated in so many ways. But I wanted to come on and share because I've the masterclass, I haven't cut it off yet. I will cut it off. If anybody else hasn't seen it, I'll give it a little bit more time because I know it was a really, I've gotten some feedback from it, and there's been so many takeaways for these women. Like they go, wow, I had no idea how much the things that they're saying and the old stories in the past that keep popping up. And so I know from my own self how long that took me, okay? And what I want to share with you today is really how you can start now and start changing and shifting this. But you have to actually want it. You have to actually know that you're a bit fearful, but you want to change, okay? And the only reason that you're not wanting it is because you're in fear. And when we're in fear, we do nothing. And I'm going to share some stuff with you, right? Some personal stuff that I've had to work through. You know, I've been really debating what I was doing in my own personal life. And I love my house, but I've actually made a decision, and I've been weighing on this for a couple of months. What should I do? Fear of like, what's next? What will I do from there? What will happen in this area of my house, of my life? And once I made a decision, you know, I was looking at renting out my house. I was thinking about selling my house. There were so many things I was thinking about. And the reasons I'm thinking about it is because I have other plans in my life, right? And I made a decision. And I'm selling my house. And it felt so good to finally make the decision, right? I wasn't sitting in that unknown, because when we sit in that unknown, it's so uncomfortable, and you go back into your own little comfort zone and nothing changes in your life. You're best to say, I'm not ready. No, I'm not going to do this right now. I'm not going to worry about this right now, and be okay with that, right? We have to be okay in that middle space, whatever it is that you're looking for or wanting. But if you're ready and you want it desperately and you desire to feel good, you would desire to see a change by Christmas and there beyond, then I would say then you're ready to make and take action. I would love for you to share with me if you're ready to take action, okay? Because as I was saying in the masterclass, I've got a group opening. It's open, starts next week. And there's many ways you can join. Okay, so it's not just a 6-month group. There's pay in full, but there's also options for a payment plan. Then I have a 3-month, and I've got an 8-week group. Okay, and so I'm opening it up because we're all in different places. We're all in different positions, but we're also sometimes just not ready for taking the big leap. So sometimes we need something small to start with, and that's okay. But I want and encourage you to make a decision. And if you just need to have a conversation with me, then I'll have that link downstairs. I'll have that link also in the comments. Okay, so I'll pop in the masterclass, so you can still have a watch from when I finish this Zoom with you. I'll put that in there, and then you can book a call and we can have a conversation about it. Okay, but if you're ready and you're like, okay, I want in, please send me the details. Say send details, and then I'll send you what you can package you can choose. Okay. And it's just the next step. So I jumped into the fear. Okay. I jumped in and I went, I've got to make a change. There's been lots of things that I've been thinking about where I'm living. I mean, it's a retired kind of a place, but why I'm making this change is because when I bought my house, it was through COVID. And in COVID, it was crazy, right? I just had to get into a house. My rental wasn't extending for me, and I had to get out. So I had that, you know, that desperate to find something, you know, but I loved it. It's been great. But it's also been a place where I was healing still from my divorce. And that's probably the main reason the energy here for me, I need to move on to the next part. right? This is what we call the expansion of my life, right? And this is what ladies get when they join me in a program. They go from not feeling good, not confident, not enjoying looking at themselves in the mirror. Like, you know, this feeling when you don't even really look at yourself in the mirror, because that's what I used to do. I used to just not want to look. So I would just not see this. I wouldn't look in the mirror. Okay. So if you're that person, but with my clients, so this is what happens. They go into the next level and they start expanding. They start enjoying the food that they're eating. They're eating whatever they want. They're being able to go out to restaurants. The weight starts coming off so easily and flowing, and they're not thinking about weight anymore. And this is where the joy comes from. This is where life happens. Then it becomes fun and easy. And every time this starts happening and flowing with the clients, they say, oh, this really does work. And I want you to say that to yourself right now. Oh, this really does work. You can eat what you feel like intuitively when you start to relax and release the stress about it. This comes down to how we look at our life. And it's the stress that's buried in yourself that you have been carrying around for a long time. And then you feel guilty when you eat something, which then brings you back into that mindset and that feeling. All right. And our body then changes and it holds on to everything because it doesn't like what we're feeling. And normally we stop, maybe we don't eat something the next day and we start going with that yo-yo thing again, right? Whatever that is for you, not having a meal, doing intermittent fasting longer, taking out carbs, right? Like I'm trying to think of all the things I used to do. So there were so many things I used to do, right? And it's time for you to take and enjoy life. It's time to really feel into this and know that you're enough. Know that you deserve everything you want. You deserve to be able to feel amazing in the skin you are. Deserve the weight to just start coming off with ease and flow, with not a worry in the world, to be so good and so comfortable in this whole process that just starts going away. You've got that support, you've got community, you've got other women just like you saying, oh my gosh, isn't this amazing? And that feeds through everyone, right? It feeds through. I'm in my coach right now. It's a group coaching. Oh my gosh. And the energy is amazing, right? It's amazing. It's great to be part of that. So if this is you and you are so ready for this, then I encourage you to say, I'm ready. And I'll send you the details that you can pick and choose which package you think you want to do. It's not a package, but you know, if you want to lose and change your life forever, you want to be doing the 6 months, because that's where the huge embodiment and the huge transformation comes from. That's where you learn everything, and you actually learn you will lose it, you will keep it off, you'll be confident, and there's all the steps that you go through in that process, and have a relationship with food, relationship with yourself, be able to feel yourself, what your body's craving, right? Imagine that. Like, what does my body really want? It's really powerful, really, really powerful. Okay. So, I just feel so blessed to be able to share this stuff with you. Okay. And I encourage you now, if you haven't watched the masterclass, make sure you go watch it. It will be down later this afternoon for me. So some of you, it might be evening already. I encourage you to do that. And then I encourage you to, either book a call with me or just message me back or email me, or if you're in the Facebook group, send me a DM or send it right now. Say, I'm ready. Okay. I wish you guys an amazing weekend. I wish you all have fun, have joy, and just make a decision, right? Stop sitting on the fence. Sitting on the fence really is not a nice place to sit, right? It gets really itchy. All right. Because it'll change how you feel, right? It really does. When you say, if this is resonating with you and you're right, I really know I need someone, but I'm not ready. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if this is going to work for me. I don't know all those things, right? And if you want to have a conversation, when you even look at what I have to offer and you want to know more about other options, then I encourage you to just book the call and we'll find out what it is that you need. Okay. So have a great weekend, and I feel a little bit overwhelmed that I'm actually having to pack again. Probably why, again, I didn't really want to move, but I know it's the right thing. And I feel so good and light from making that decision. And this is what I had to come on here for. Like, it is just taken off so much weight from my shoulders, right? I know it's the right decision. I know I'm going to be supported in all of that. Got a great real estate agent. We're getting my photos done next week, and we're going on the market the week after that. Like, I am right now. She's like, wow, you're fast. I said, yeah, because when you make a decision, and people that know what they want, they make a decision quickly, right? When you know you're in, you need to make that decision. Don't let the second guessing. I didn't want to be second guessing. I just knew. And that's how everything happens, right? And if you're in and out, nothing will change. Nothing will change for another month. Nothing going to change for another 2 months. Nothing going to change for 3 months. And then you're going to hit another Christmas, and you're not going to feel as good about yourself, rather than saying, what if you could lose 10 pounds by Christmas and so many inches, right? The possibilities. We don't know what happens tomorrow. The only thing we have is right now. And this is where you are right now. Okay. So watch the masterclass. If it aligns with you, you feel really good about it, then just book a call or send me a message saying ready, and I'll send you how you can pay and get going. Okay. Love you to bits. See you guys. Bye.